everyone, it's Jenny, and back again with True or False 2. Now let's see, where were we at last? Aha! What? There's only 9. Alright, then I guess I will go with number 9, and I guess that'll be it. Scotch tape makes frosted glass transparent. True? Oh, if only you knew it when you needed to, right? Yeah, that would be actually pretty cool. Polar bears use tools, including blocks of ice, to kill their prey. False? After failing to catch a seal, a frustrated and angry polar bear may kick the snow, slap the ground, or hurl chunks of ice. That's interesting. It's very human-like behavior. Most Irish and Britons are descendants of farmers who left modern-day Iraq and Syria 10,000 years ago. I'm gonna say true. Okay. That is very interesting, and it says a lot about humanity. The new study suggests the farmers routinely upped sticks and moved west when their villages became too crowded, eventually reaching Britain and Ireland. That's actually really, really interesting. When you step into Afghanistan from China, you lose 3.5 hours. False? Oh, it's true. Because China has only one time zone. Interesting. Bob Ross said he made over 30,000 paintings in his lifetime while being on acid. I don't know if it would be acid. It's either acid, LSD, or something else. Maybe weed? I don't know. Oh, false. He studied the wet-on-wet technique, which allowed him to produce complete paintings in less than an hour. That's how he did it. That's actually pretty cool. R.I.P. R.I.P. There's a town in Australia where half of its population lives in caves carved underground. I think those are called the Aboriginals. Yeah, they do so to stay away from the heat. Makes a lot of sense because everybody can actually get sunburned. Remember that, folks. China has banned seductive banana eating while live streaming. They ban a lot of things, so I'm gonna say true. Yep. They did so to clamp down on inappropriate and erotic online content. I think that's a good idea, sort of. Larger dinosaurs, like Brachiosaurus and Stegosaurus, had 2 brains, one in their head and one in their rump. False? Most likely the space stored glycogen for when these animals needed extra energy. Kind of like a camel, I guess? I don't know. Before life as a rock star, Ozzy Osbourne briefly worked in an abattoir. True? Ozzy's jobs were so awful. I wouldn't doubt it for the world. I keep saying doubt. Whatever. Nicolas Cage was offered the lead role in The Matrix and passed on it. I believe I heard about that. He didn't want to go to Australia to film it. Wow. There are enough saunas in Finland for an entire Finnish population to take a sauna at the same time. False? Oh, it's true. There are about 2 million saunas in Finland. I want to go. Prior to the 20th century, it was generally held that leprechauns wore red, not green. False. Oh, it's true. This changed in the 20th century because of Irish stereotypes. That makes sense to a degree. Ryan Gosling owns 2 watches made from metal of the Titanic. True? Oh, it's false. A Mexican drug lord actually had 2 watches made from the metal of the Titanic, among other luxury stuff. When you don't drink, your brain shrinks. False? Oh, it's true. Failing to drink enough water makes it harder to think. That's why you get headaches then. At least I do. Gophers can turn their cheek pockets inside out for emptying and cleaning. That's gross, but true. Pocket gophers are destructive diggers that can be a nightmare for property owners. Caddyshack. Moving on. Tourists throw 700,000 euros worth of coins per year in the fountain in Rome. I believe that's true. Trevi is probably the richest fountain in the world. By the way, locals and visitors are strictly prohibited to pick up the coins. The coins are collected by special workers under supervision of police. Malus domesticophobia is the fear of bacteria and microbes. True? Oh, it's false. Oh. Malus domesticophobia is actually the fear of apples. Then you shouldn't have an iPhone. Sorry. Moving on. French prefer pink toilet paper to any other. False? It's true. For some reason, it's the bestseller among other colors. Interesting. There's a village in Italy that gets sunlight from a giant mirror. True. And it works. That's actually pretty cool. I need to read up on that. Pandas who get enough sleep do not have dark circles around their eyes. False. Pandas have dark rings around their eyes because it makes it harder for an enemy or predator to know exactly where their eyes are. That's a very good tactic. So, yay for genetics. Ice cubes look white due to oxygen and other impurities. I believe so. If the water is boiled before it's frozen, the resulting ice cubes will be clear. I've actually done this. I even do that to purify water when I want a nice, crisp, fresh water flavor, which I need to do soon, actually. But it's really, really good. It's tasty. Samsung started as a company selling dry fish and vegetables. False? Oh, it's true. Samsung started in 1938 as a company selling dried Korean fish, vegetables, and fruit. Y'all have come a long way, Samsung. You did great. Blue whales' tongues weigh more than an elephant. True? The tongue of a large blue whale has been estimated to approach 3,629 kilos, or 8,000 pounds, in weight. That's a heavy tongue. The animal on Firefox's browser is a fox. No? It certainly looks like a fox, but apparently it's not a fox, but a red panda. In Chinese, Firefox is another name for red panda. That makes sense because it does look like a fox, and the color of it's red. So it makes so much more sense. Plus, the red panda is adorable. 12-year-old boy rescued his sister from a charging moose by using a skill from a World of Warcraft game. It was actually Skyrim. Let's see, dropping on the ground. Oh, there were 2 different boys that did that. So one used this tactic to help his sister, and the other boy used the Fusroda from Skyrim, from a charging bear. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll be fine. A man stole a tank from U.S. Army and took it to a highway in California. True? Huh. Angry at his life, the man destroyed a number of cars and fire hydrants before he was shot by the police. I think I actually remember that. That was actually a little weird, sadly. Sound travels 15 times faster through air than through steel. False? The molecules in steel are closer together, so they can pass the vibration of sound on much quicker because they can hit each other. Sound travels much faster in steel. Yeah, the reverberation. The first cook to work for the President of the United States was a slave named Hercules. Oh, that's true. He was a head cook at the mansion in the 1790s, cooking for the Washington family and their guests. Hopefully he was treated well, I really hope so. Nokia was once a popular manufacturer of toilet paper. False? Oh, it's true. Oh. Everything we know about Nokia. Chuck it out the window, watch it make a crater. All the jokes aside, Nokia is fundamentally a consumer company, and as recently as 2 decades ago, it was still selling things like toilet paper. Very tough businesses. Diamonds are formed from coal. False. Coal and diamonds are made of the same material, carbon. I think it's actually compressed carbon. It's 2 different ways it can go, either coal or diamonds, and diamonds are literally a dime a dozen. One of the reasons I don't like diamonds. I could be completely wrong on that information. If I am, just let me know in the comment section. The longest sausage measures 62.75 kilometers, or almost 39 miles in length. True? Oh god. Retailer Carrefour Romania and local meat producer Aldis helped Romania set a world record by making the longest sausage in the world. I bet that was fun, and it fed everybody in town for a while. Western lowland gorilla Harambe faked his own death. Really? You're really gonna start this? No, he didn't. False. Harambe was killed just 1 day after his 17th birthday. Oh. Now depressed. Depressed Jenny. Modern robotic cars are learning how to drive by browsing online maps and playing video games. It's true? Software agents learn driving strategy by experimenting in the video game Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 5, why? Why? 2011 census, most people put heavy metal as a religion and Scientology in England and Wales. It's so silly, it's gonna be true. Let there be rock. Well, now I'm automatically thinking of like AC/DC and a couple of other really good bands. Damn it! The average human poops $13 in precious metals per year. Wait, what? Maybe it's true? Sewage treatment facility in Japan has been mining sludge for gold since 2009. Oh god. Dark Souls 3 has a boss that can be defeated by not touching the game for a week. False? I was right. Metal Gear Solid 3 actually has a boss that can be defeated by not touching the game for a week. Ooh, there's an investment. Be busy with work for a week and you're good on that boss. Britain has a constitution that is not written down in any single document. For some reason, I believe it. Therefore, it's described as unwritten, quote unquote. Half of academic papers are never read by anyone other than their authors, peer reviewers, and journal editors. True. What a waste. Yeah, because sometimes the grammatical errors are still there, I know. I actually went through quite a few academic journals when I was doing library science. And it was very irritating and hard to concentrate with all those grammatical errors. King Henry III had a polar bear in his royal menagerie. I believe he did. It went fishing in River Thames and attracted many viewers. Okay. That's cool. All you need is love. No. Oh! Okay. You got 67%. Next. Congrats! You did it. Okay. Alright, so that was True or False 2. If you want to see more of like the beginning portions of this, just let me know by hitting that like button or, commenting something silly in the comment section. Or even just a, thumbs up or something. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed True or False 2. This was only the second video, I believe, that I have done for this. And probably the last, unless you guys decide otherwise, or if I decide, hey, I need some more content. But don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying my content, which I know is extremely awkward. That might be my niche. I don't know. Anyway, I shall see you guys next week. Till then, bye!